What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your
OG,
man.
triple,
Y'all
triple.
already know what it is.
OG.
Yo, we rocking with Corey today. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
I was like, uh-oh.
RZA, you got kids yet?
No, sir, not yet.
Oh my God, you got to get to work.
Oh, stop. That's crazy.
I'm already hearing it from the queen. But I'm already hearing it.
You got to get to work. You got to quit
gonna
doing
have
whatever
a
you're doing and do it the Corey Holcomb way.
We're going to have a honeymoon baby.
You
In
got,
due time.
You got to trust in the process.
Yes, sir. At the right time.
That's right. Thank
right
you.
time. Oh, yeah.
At the right
I've
time.
been working very hard, brother, to get to this point
You
where
got to take some RZA pills more often. Don't just sell them, take them.
I got that same anxiety though when you're grinding and you're like, man, I got to do this first. But it don't sometimes.
I only pull out if it's somebody I'm kid to. That's all I'm trying to say.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need no, I ain't trying to be no,
Father
no
cousin.
uncle cousin.
The father cousin.
The father cousin, the fuzzing.
I'm excited to have children, though. That's for sure.
Yay.
I'm definitely excited for that.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
be.
might cry, man, when the baby born. Like, oh man, this is wow.
Yeah,
Are you going to be there
especially
for it?
if-
Don't be scared.
I'ma
It's
be
a beautiful thing. Yeah.
I'ma be there.
Okay,
What
good.
if it's dark skin, Craig?
Oh man. Well, I got you.
Be like, you gonna be mad at Big Jot in.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Out of Peppy.
You lost that weight.
I think when you have a baby, you should take that. You should take the baby to get tested immediately.
You think so?
I think so.
And you know this, man.
Some people don't want to do that.
So why? I don't see why they wouldn't.
What about
Yeah.
you, RZA? You think the baby should get tested in any situation?
Well, no, I mean, I tested myself and my queen as it pertains to us long before we got to that point where we're even considering children. But in this day and age, yeah, there's certain things you have to do because too many people don't have morals. People step out. People do all kinds of crazy things. They pretend to be one way. They're completely different way. 3 months to the relationship, a year into the relationship. So it depends. You have to know you with a very, very, very solid person who has their own set of principles to where they won't betray themselves by going out and doing something like that.
And for you dummies, we're not talking about testing the baby for STD. The baby ain't fucking yet. We talking
Right.
Oh, my God.
DNA
Blood test, DNA test. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
my God.
The baby ain't got nothing.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of
There's some
paternity
babies
court.
born with shit,
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
I've
That
watched a
happens.
lot of. That's
Yeah.
true.
They
I've watched
dip
a
it
lot
in
of
the water
paternity
and
court.
that baby
It's
be like,
terrible. I have seen some devastating things with paternity court.
Oh, it's awful.
I have watched
yeah.
some of the most devastating things, brother, when it comes to the woman. I mean, denying it up until the very moment.
Mr. G, you are not the father. Told you so. I'm sorry, Mr. G.
The
well, there's
judge
no
reads
law
the
for
DNA
them to
results.
tell the truth anyway.
It's very sad.
very
It is
sad.
very sad, but I can understand. This is, again, another serious topic is there are a lot of men committing suicide. I need y'all to understand this part as well.
Go into this.
Very, very serious. The number
They
one
went into
group
walls. No.
of people committing suicide are middle-aged men in America, primarily just men in general, but mainly middle-aged men because of a number of factors. When you get to a point to where you pour your heart into somebody, matter of fact, when you finally decide to trust somebody, because a lot of people don't have, they have a lot of trust issues. You trust a woman or a man, you both decide to get together, get married or not, you end up getting pregnant or you decide to have children, boom, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I have seen in paternity court where the child was 20, grown adult, and the woman was lying to this man for 20 years.
You raggedy bitch.
Knew that he wasn't the father. Gets to paternity court, they take a DNA test. This young brother was told this was his father his whole life. Turns out that's not even his father, and she knew the whole time.
This bitch.
Now, this is why a lot of
It's not against the law for
That's
them to do that.
racketeering.
yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, right, it is.
That is racketeering.
It is
The
horrible.
main point I want to make is they don't lock them up for this destructive lie.
It is horrible.
All right, let's talk about it, y'all. First of all, it's good to have kids. We were told in the beginning to be fruitful and multiply. As far as abortion, I don't believe in abortion. Never have, never will. And if you're a man and you got a woman pregnant and you went along with her getting an abortion, then I can't consider you being a man. And that's just me. That's my opinion. That's my beliefs. I just can't rock with it. It's not right. It's not right. They talked about immediate DNA. And I agree with that 100% because I was in this situation as far as a woman having another man believe that my son was his. She lied to my son for 23 years. Now, Richard said he's seen paternity test shows and the kid or the child they had was 20 years old at the time. Mine was 23. I took a blood test with my son at 23 years. He was 23 years old. And then he passed away like 7 months later. She lied to him for 23 years and lied to her family and the other guy's family till he got put in the ground. You know, it's a messed up story. I still haven't told that story, but I've given pieces and bits of it, but I haven't told the whole story, and I plan on still telling that whole story. It's as far as the panel saying that, you know, women should be charged for this stuff, these horror stories or whatnot. It's crazy because I didn't know my son. My son didn't know me. It was awkward being around him, and you know, after all these years, because the first time I seen him, he was a newborn. You know, all the way up to 1 year old. After that, you know, I didn't see him till he was 23. These women should be prosecuted for this. You know, you got men out here committing suicide or going another route and taking that woman's life. You hear about these stories, different scenarios, and it's not right. It's not right. A woman can decide, oh, I don't want this baby. I want to get an abortion. I don't need the father's consent. I'm just going to get one. I can't handle it. Like, what type of world are we living in? I've seen a lot of paternity tests and, you know, the shows. I've seen a lot of paternity court shows, and, man, it's heartbreaking, man. Some of these guys is on national TV crying, spilling they guts out like, how could you do this? And these women ain't batting an eye. A lot of these women ain't even like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm 200% is yours. I'm 300% is yours. I'm 1,000% is yours. Doubling down, but lying.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
Knowing they didn't slept with this dude, that dude, and don't even know who their child father is. And this is why it's a must that we stay on these women's head as far as them being a whore.
Do I smell a whore?
We got to keep this. We got to keep this up. We got to put this shame in their face, because at the end of the day, it can all turn out bad. Y'all tell me how y'all feel in the comments, and let me know what y'all feel about this subject, this topic. Y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your man.
What's up,
Y'all
OG?
already know what it is. To the next
OG,
video,
triple.
this is Ghetto Talk. Up out of here. Peace.